Now that you've had a little experience with using your MyConnect site for this school year, you may be looking at your course and saying, boy, I wish I had some better graphics. This quick video is going to teach you how to make your own graphics. First thing that I want you to notice is that I'm on the MyConnect Learning Homepage Center, and I have gone to MyConnect resources to get to this page. This page is important because I want you to go to the design template. There are 4 buttons on this page that you're going to find very helpful. The first one is the MyConnect buttons. We found a website where somebody has gone out and made all the buttons for you already using a color code. So let's go ahead and say we want blue. This is going to then deliver to you pre-made buttons. Now, as you look through these pre-made buttons, you may find that it doesn't have the button that you want it to say. So what I'm going to do in this video is show you how to make your own button. First of all, we'll go ahead and we'll use the template that they've already designed for us. And you can follow the instructions right here if you want to download the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right-click on this button and I'm going to save the image as. I have already created a folder and I put it on my desktop just so I can find it fast, and I'm going to store that or save that image into that folder. Now the question is, how do I add it? How do I get to put my own words on it and perhaps my own logo? Well, you're going to do that using PowerPoint. PowerPoint is what I call the poor boy editor. You don't have to buy anything. It's already on your computer. All you have to do is know how to manipulate it. So with every MyConnect course, I go ahead and create a PowerPoint image library for that course. In this case, you'll see I've started a course for the elementary librarians, and I've started to build the graphic library for them. So in order to build a graphic library, you just have to put your graphics on a PowerPoint slide, and then you can go ahead and save them, upload them to MyConnect. So that's what we're going to do. First off, I need to get that button that we downloaded from the website. So I'm going to go to Insert, I'm going to go to Pictures, I'm going to go to my desktop where I saved that into my image folder, and there is that blue square. Now this blue square is all ready for me to put words in it. To add words, I would go up to the Insert again, and in this case I'm going to use word art. That's why you can use the fancy stuff that's in here. So say for example I want a button that is for World Book online. Now again, that's pretty big, so I'm going to highlight it, and going back to home I'm going to click the small a and reduce the size so I can get that in there. And then you're just going to drag it and place it onto the image. And remember, PowerPoint has a layered type of technology. So this image right here is one layer, and then this image is another layer. To change the image layering, you would right-click on the image that you want, and you can bring it to the front, and then it would be on top of another layer. So that's a little trick. Now this is my little World Book icon. It looks pretty good, except for I would like to have a little image in here. So in this case, I'm going to go back to the internet, and a site that I use oftentimes is called Icon Archive, because it gives me little tiny images that are in the right size for me to use. So in this case, I just pick an image that I want. For example, I'll do this little book one, and it'll give me the image, but that is kind of big. Now, how do I know that? Because if I scroll down, it tells me how big the image is. Here's kind of a rule of thumb. 100 pixels equals 1 inch. So this is about 1.25 inches. I'm going to go ahead and grab the graphic that's about 1/2 inch. So there it is. And now I'm going to right click on it just like I did before, save the image, save it into my folder, and then I'm going to go back to PowerPoint and I'm going to bring it back in. I go back to Insert, Picture, there's my image, and now I have a little image And in this case, he was kind of small, so I could make him a little bit bigger. If you make him too big, he might get pixely. So at this point, I have a new image. I'm going to, what I call, lasso or select all the components of this image. Another way to do it is to click on one container, click on the second and the third. Once you have them all selected, you can either right-click or you can go back up to your drawing toolbar and you'll notice the word group. If I click group, I can then group all these objects into one flat image. Now I need to save it back as an image so I can put it on MyConnect. To do that, just like we learned off of a website, I'm going to right-click and I'm going to save as picture. Go to my desktop, to my little folder, and I'm going to call it World Book Button. And now I have an image. The problem with using PowerPoint is you don't know how big this image is. So another tool that I use is called picmonkey. picmonkey.com. And what picmonkey allows me to do is control the size of my images. So I'm going to hit open. I'm going to go back to my desktop, back to my folder, find my button I just made. First thing I like to do is I like to crop, because if I have any white space that I don't like, I go ahead and I crop it. The second thing I like to do is resize it. Now remember our formula, 100 equals 1 inch. So in this case, my button is about 3 inches, way too big. So I'm going to make this image 100. I'm going to do a save as. I'm going to leave the same name, but I always add the size when I have modified it, just in case I'm interrupted and I don't know what size I made it. So back to my desktop, back to my folder, and save. Now the final step of this then is to put it on my MyConnect site. So I have a page opened up ready to go here. I'm going to click on Images to the right. I'm going to upload a new image. If you've not created an image folder, it's okay. Go ahead and just put it in the content pages. We browse, go back to my desktop, back to my folder where I'm storing my images. I choose the one that ends in 100 and I upload. That will then put that image on my page. And that's how I make an image to add to MyConnect.